All right. So, good morning. Today is Sunday. What is the date? Sunday, October 4th. It's crazy that we made it to October, but super grateful to have you all here for our Sunday donation yoga class, which takes place every Sunday at 10:30. We change the organization, small business, individual that is being benefited each week. So today we are super happy to have Trauma Survivors Foundation. Unfortunately, Dennis is not able to make it on here right now. Maybe he will pop in a little bit later, but want to speak on his behalf and saying that Trauma Survivors Foundation is doing wonderful things. They are based out of Delaware and have really created this great community of serving those who have been impacted by traumatic happenings. So they are a group of, there we are. Hello, good morning. So I was just doing a little overview of our Sunday donation yoga and how awesome Trauma Survivors Foundation. Welcome, Dennis. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I think we just had like a little mishap with the Zoom link or something like that. Had a bunch of people donate and sign up, and I'm not sure where they are, but hopefully they'll hop on just like you did.
No, no, I apologize. I'm actually Sundays are never our days off. I'm on a crisis call and heading to another right now. So I oh, can you?
Sorry, Dennis, your
No.
audio is going a little bit in, um, but I can hear you a little bit, but it's a little bit in and out. So don't worry. I know you're driving also, so but thank you.
So, yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying we never have a true day off. I'm actually going back and forth to a crisis call that we have today here in Delaware, and I needed this morning's class like anything else. We had an event last night, and it ran very long, so I would have enjoyed a little yoga this morning, but duty always calls.
Absolutely. And we thank you for everything that you do and everything that you continue to do with the Trauma Survivors Foundation. So much.
I felt rude. I had my sunglasses on. I apologize. So, well, we just we're making runs, and I know Katie has been a huge supporter of you guys, and we thank you for your support. We are actually doing a few of our Hospital Hero food drive runs this week. So we're going to be up in the mainline health system, and we'll also be in downtown Philly to a couple of the restaurants. So definitely look for us. And I know the last time that we had a Sunday donation from you guys, we took that money and went to Wilmington Hospital in Wilmington, Delaware, to feed the emergency room nurses, and they were very much appreciative. They also said that since we've been feeding them, all of them has gained about 10 pounds or so. So we're hoping to keep them happy and fed and keep them fighting throughout COVID.
Awesome. I'm really happy to hear that the donations went to such a great place, and we are so happy to be able to add more donations to this class today. Although we don't see all of our participants here, we've gotten a lot of donations in today. I really look forward to sending those to you guys and continuing to build our relationship.
Oh, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, no, every time we get it goes out, so we don't, we run on such a low budget or low margin, but I can tell you right now, it is such a, if I could use the word, it's such a soulful thing to do when you go in and you know that these folks have just been hammered seeing COVID patients and working day and night, and we're offering just food, and you don't think it means much, but when a tear happens or a big smile happens, you know, it means the world to them. And then we tell them where the money comes from. And like I said, when Wilmington, I said it, they said they needed the yoga because we were feeding them too much, and that's okay.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dennis. I know you have a full day ahead of you when you're getting on to your next destination. Thank you for taking the time to stop by, and we'll continue with our yoga practice today and really just honor everything that you're for the community.
Thank you guys. Keep up the great work, and you know we are always a big supporter. So don't ever count us out. And hopefully I'll be on the yoga mat with you guys soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dennis. Have a great day.
All right. Talk soon.
Awesome. All right, friends. I'm so glad that Dennis was able to tune in to us today, and he made his appearance here, and I know he's off to great things to do in the community in Delaware there. So I'm super happy that we were able to have that happen. And like I said, 100% of the donations are going to Trauma Survivors Foundation. And as Dennis was talking about, their Hospital Heroes Drive is supporting those who are working on the front lines, especially during this time, and continue to serve those. So we will continue with our yoga practice today. I'm so happy that he was able to stop in. That's really great. And I will absolutely share this video with our community, and hopes that we'll have another one of these to continue to donate to the cause. But let's get on into our movement today. I know you guys want to get up and moving and get your Sunday and your day started. So if you will, come onto your mats and get nice and cozy and comfy. Take a moment to kind of settle into the space here, and really just taking a moment to tune into yourself. So maybe just realizing that we're into a new month here, October. Can you believe it, that we've reached our fall season here? So taking a moment to just kind of tune into yourself and allow that transition to settle in. Maybe it feels a little bit chillier in your home today. It does in mine. But that nice crisp air is nice and refreshing for us as we start our practice. So taking a moment to settle in, taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, maybe placing one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Just taking a moment to really tune into how you are and how you feel in this moment. Whatever it is, setting no reservation, setting no expectation for yourself. And really just being grateful, right? Grateful for the opportunity to connect, grateful for the opportunity to just share in this wonderful light that we're able to create as we transition into our new season here and a new month. Just thinking of the things that you might be harvesting, right? So we think of fall as a time for harvest, a time for gathering, a time for kind of getting ready for other things to transition into our lives. Maybe in your aspect, you're getting ready to transition into, going back into an office. Maybe you're already back into the office and transitioning into new ways of work. Maybe you're starting a new school year, whatever it is. Just thinking of those things that you're harvesting. So harvesting a smooth transition, maybe harvesting the patience to guide yourself through an uncertain time, maybe harvesting some love and gratitude to share with family members and friends. Whatever it is, just think about the things that you might be harvesting for yourself. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, exhale side out. Really finding that gratitude for yourself, for just showing up. Sometimes that's the hardest part. Just being grateful for all that you bring to this world, to this universe. Taking a nice big inhale, let the arms rise up, up, up to the sky. Let the gaze look up. Nice, good stretch. We'll take our right hand, kind of place the hand around the wrist, and then take a nice, good pull, kind of giving yourself that nice, good morning stretch. Inhale to come up nice and tall. Exhale to take a stretch to the opposite direction, so grabbing onto the opposite wrist. And then coming back through the center. Good. Let the arms come down by your side. We're going to take a twist toward the right side, the back of our room. So So allowing this twist to serve you as best as possible, knowing that twist really creates clarity in the body. So thinking of kind of wringing yourself out before you start the day here, wringing yourself out of things that no longer serve you, maybe wringing yourself out of any toxins or unneeded energy within the body, but then creating that in the mind as well. So letting go of anything that no longer serves you here. On the inhale, let the arms rise up, up, up to the top, let the gaze come up. Just the subtle movement of letting your gaze come up can bring some light into your body. And then taking your twist to the opposite side. So nice and gentle, sitting up tall. Maybe you're looking over the opposite side here. Good. Bring yourself out, letting go. Inhale to come up nice and tall. Let the arms come through the center. And then bring the hands into heart center. Inhale, nice big breath, nice good expansive energy through your home, coming back into heart center. And once more, nice big energy. Exhale, coming back into heart center. Allow yourself to set your intention for your practice today. Maybe it has something to do with harvesting and kind of transitioning smoothly into this new season and new month. Or maybe it's something that will carry you through the rest of your day or week, whatever it is. Setting that nice realistic intention for yourself in the space. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release, let it all go. Very good. We're going to start to transition into a little more full body movement here as we begin our day. So coming onto tabletop position, let your hands be placed into the earth, fingertips nice and wide. Engage the core, hips over the knees. On the inhale, send your gaze and your heart forward for cow. Exhale, look into the belly button, rounding through the back for cat. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, rounding through the back. Take a few more of these on your very own pace, kind of just warming up the upper body. Nice, good morning start. Maybe you rock through the shoulders or the hips, just a little bit more movement, however you need it. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Very good. We'll put all of our weight into the right side. Open up through the left shoulder and the left hip. Send the left arm up to the sky. That bottom knee can stay on the ground, or you can choose to rise it above your mat for a full plank, your choice. Stay nice and open through the heart, creating this nice open kind of wingspan, if you will. Nice and open. Exhale to come back down through the center. Both hands come onto the ground. Knees can either come down to the ground, or you can move through a plank, your choice. And then we'll put all of our weight into the left side. So opening up through the left, or placing our weight into the left hand, opening up through the right shoulder and the right hip. Rise the right arm up to the sky. Really finding that breath, nice open heart here. Good. Lifting up to the sky. On the exhale, coming back down. Good. Hands coming down onto the earth. Then option to move into a plank, or you can shift your weight a little bit forward if you want to keep your knees down. If you are keeping your knees down, just shift the weight a little bit more forward into the hands, and then let your hips be a little bit more open there. Okay. Option to move through a plank if you wish. Either way, just finding that engagement in the core, breathing nice and deeply. On the inhale, nice big breath. Exhale, we're going to push our way back to our very first downward facing dog. So take your time here, walking through the feet, pushing through the hamstrings, really pushing your way through the fingertips rather than the wrists, and letting the head and neck be heavy as you release here. Take some deep breaths, nice deep inhale, exhale, release. And we're gently going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Tiptoe all the way to the top. And then bend your knees, allow yourself to release and let go in your forward fold here. Good. So in your forward fold, allowing yourself to really drape and hang. Shake the head yes and no. Feet can be about shoulder width apart. Sending all of your energy into your lower back. That way your lower back can be nice and released as you continue to move through your flow here. On the inhale, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming up to sun salutation. We're saluting the sun on this beautiful Sunday, rising up through the body, reaching up, rising up, looking up. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Sway it out, shake it out. We're going to take that one more time, and I want you to take that on your own pace and your own breath, because this is your practice, yeah? So really creating that breath on the inhale, rising up. One vertebrae at a time, like you're growing, sprouting through the soil, bursting up through the earth. Rise those arms up to the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. We're going to place our hands down onto our mat, so you can bend your knees in order to let your hands come down. Step the left foot back behind you. Make sure the right knee is in front. Right knee is over the ankle. Find your support here before you even rise. So keep the heart lifted, breathe. And when you're ready, rise your heart up to the sky for crescent lunge. Good. Knees over the ankle, breathing. Very nice. Really feeling that back heel giving you energy. Very nice. Good, good, good. We're going to take our right hand and bring it down to our right hip, our right thigh. And then reach the left arm back a little bit behind you to create a nice big open heart here. Good. We're going to bring both arms back up. And then we're going to take our left hand, place it on the right thigh. Reaching back maybe just a little bit through the right hand. And then let that right hand kind of circle back behind you. So let that right hand circle back behind. We're going to open up toward the right side. So we're taking a twist. The left hand can come out. Good. So I'm twisting toward my right leg, over toward my right shoulder, opening up, breathing here. On the inhale, we're going to rise back up, unravel. Hands come back up at the top. Bring the hands together at the top, so let the palms come together. Maybe you take your mini back bend here, so we're opening the heart. Good. Exhale to come down. We'll place our hands down onto the earth. Good. Option to move through your flow. So option to step back into your plank, lower the knees, come all the way down, or you can just meet us in downward dog. Really taking this at your own pace. No need to do any more or any less. Knowing that those vinyasas can be whatever you want to make them. And then when you do find your way back to downward dog, however you get there, your choice. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. Let it all go. Good, we're going to take a look at the hands in front of us. We're going to tiptoe, walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Nice, good, stable here. Allow your feet to be about shoulder width apart. And allow yourself to drape and hang, releasing. Good, on the inhale, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, rising the arms, reaching up, looking up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll place our hands down. We're going to step our right foot back behind us this time. So left knee is over the ankle. We're on the opposite side. Find your grounding here first. So find your stability through the front leg and that back heel reaching out. Heart is lifted, and then rise that heart all the way up to the sky. Good, crescent lunge on this side. Very nice, very nice. We're going to take our left hand, bring it down to the thigh, and then reach the right arm back behind you. Good, so right arm is reaching. Maybe just a little bit of openness through the heart here. You don't have to reach back too far. Just find what works. And then we're going to take the opposite side. So right hand comes to the left thigh. Left arm comes back just a tad bit. Breathing. Then we're going to spin that left arm down and back. So let that left arm come down and back behind you. And then maybe you open up that right arm. We're twisting toward our left side. Good. So left knee is in front and we're twisting toward the left. Nice and open, arms are open, we're breathing. Nice deep breaths. So like I mentioned, these twists really create a place of clarity through the body, which is so essential through times of transition, especially as we're changing into a new season, a new cycle of life, right? A new cycle of the earth changing, the leaves falling. This is a good chance for us to kind of reset and refresh in our own bodies. On the inhale, we'll rise the arms up. Exhale, place the hands down to the mat. Take your time as you move through your flow. No need to do any more or any less. Finding your way, breathing, and coming back to downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Very nice. On the inhale, we'll send our right heel up the back. So let that right heel shine up. We're going to step the foot in between the hands. Take your time in getting there. No rush. And then we're going to spin on the back ball of our foot. So that back left foot is going to spin down. Let that back heel come down. And on the inhale, we're going to rise to warrior one. So right knee is in front, knee is over the ankle. You can step that left leg out to the side just a little bit in order to achieve square hips. Engage your core, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Yes. So let your face be nice and relaxed. No furrows in the brow. Let the third eye be nice and open there. Releasing the face. On the inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee. Exhale, we're going to bend. Inhale as we rise. Exhale to bend. Good. Inhale to rise, nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. We're going to take a clasp at the lower back. So clasping the lower, the hands at the lower back, or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. Inhale to open up the heart nice and big. Exhale to forward fold. Beautiful. And very nice. So we're keeping our heart nice and open here. We're planting our feet through the earth, but we're staying nice and lifted through the upper body. Breathe. Breathing nice and deeply. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms up. Good. Inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee. This time we're going to reach with a flat back over. So push the earth away from you, but then reach as far as you can. Maybe stopping at the flat back, stopping at kind of this 90 degrees, or you can choose to keep going. Just want to keep a lift in the heart so we're not kind of hunching over or trying to get down to any place that we don't need to go. So finding your breath, breathing here. This front knee can be straight or bent. Nice deep stretch here. On the inhale, we're going to rise back up, straight bend into that front knee, rise the arms up. Good. On the inhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. So we're going to open up our hips to the left side. Front foot, the front right foot is facing forward, back foot is facing to the side where your hips are facing. Then bend into that front right knee. You can open the knee up a little bit toward the pinky toe and then let your arms be an extension of your energy. Breathing nice and deeply. Look out past your middle finger. Beautiful. Inhale to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Reaching up and out. Can you lift yourself up and toward the sky even more, lifting and reaching? Good. On the inhale, rise back up to warrior two. We're going to straighten through that front knee this time. So let that front knee come straight and then push into that back left hip. We're going to reach forward, coming into triangle or Trikonasana. So reaching that right arm down toward, you can either come to your knee or if you have a block, whatever feels best for you. But you want to stay nice and open through the side body. The legs are straight if that feels good for you. Kind of creating this triangle in our bodies. Triangle is the strongest structure known to man. So trying to create that strength in our bodies here. Lifting up through that left arm. Take a nice big inhale in your Trikonasana triangle pose. And then on the inhale, we're going to rise back up to a nice strong warrior two. Good. So we're back into our warrior two. Nice strong warrior that you are. Always reminding yourself of that. Good. We're going to flip we're going to flip the back palm and reach to the front extended side angle. So this time the knee is bent. We're not in our triangle pose, we're in an extended side angle. Reaching up to the front, you can lean on into this forearm and the thigh, but not too much. You don't want to put too much weight on that. Good. Rising back up, reaching up. Look out past your middle finger. We're going to flip both palms. And on the inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee, let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you rise, rise, rise. Exhale to bend. Inhale, rising up, reaching up. Exhale to bend. Beautiful. Nice, strong warrior that you are. Reach up with the inhale. Exhale as you let go into the earth. And once more, inhale and exhale. We're gonna flip our front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, we're gonna cartwheel our hands down to the mat, taking your time as you move through your flow. Finding your way nice and gently, coming down to wherever feels good for you. You can always meet us in downward dog or find your way to child's pose, whatever works for you. We're gonna push our way back into downward facing dog. Take a nice big cleansing breath, let it all go. Very good. When you're ready, we're gonna send our left heel off the back. So let the left heel shine up and step the foot in between the hands. Take your time in doing that. No need to force or strain anything. Just find what works for you. Remind yourself about those transitions, how important they are. Knee is over the ankle. We're going to spin on the back wall of the foot. So bring that back heel down. Nice and stable before you rise. And then we rise our hearts up for warrior one. So remember, you can step that foot out a little bit to the side so that back foot can come out a little bit so that the hips are facing forward. If not, you might find it that your right hip is still to the side. You want both hips to face forward like you had two headlights on them. Yeah, nice. On the inhale, rise through that front knee. Exhale as you bend. Good, so breathing as you rise. Exhale to bend. Maybe the gaze comes up. Again, thinking about letting your gaze look up to the sky, it automatically changes your mood. Just think if you're walking down the street looking down at the ground, your mood is going to change if you're looking up, yeah? Good. So thinking of that posture as well, nice long neck. We're going to bring our hands to a clasp at the lower back. Option to clasp them at the lower back or option to grab opposite elbows, whatever works best for you. Let the heart open on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold to a humble warrior. Good. So in your humble warrior, you don't have to come far over. You can find what works for you. But you really want to find that groundedness through the earth, nice long neck, open heart. Breathe. Nice deep breath. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms up to the sky. Good. Very nice. And then we're going to get ready to open up to warrior two. So this time, I'm opening up to warrior two. My left foot is facing forward. My back right foot is facing to the side where my hips are facing. Then I'm going to bend into the front knee. Arms come out. I'm just going to flip around. I'm still on the same foot, just flipping around for you. Knee is over the ankle. Look out past your middle finger. Breathe. Nice strong warrior. Can you create the strength in your body? Lifting up as though someone's lifting you, picking you up. Feel that resistance. Good, we're going to flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room, reverse warrior. Can you lift and breathe? Find that breath. Very nice. Nice deep breaths here. Good, inhale to rise back up. Good, warrior two. Nice and strong. We're going to flip that back palm, reach to the sky. Very good. Breathing, breathing. And then coming back up, we've got to come into our Trikonasana triangle pose. So straighten that front knee. Push into that back hip. So push into your right hip. And then lean forward toward your left leg. Yeah, there we go. So we're finding our way to Trikonasana triangle pose. You can bring that front arm, the left arm down toward your knee or your shin. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Good. Stay nice and open through the heart here. And bring your bottom underneath you so that you're nice and aligned. Good. Nice strong triangle. We're lifted. We're breathing. Good. On the inhale, we're going to rise back up. Arms are out to our sides. We're going to bend into that front knee once more. And then flip the back palm, reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle. Good. So the knee is bent in front, and we're lifting and reaching. Left forearm can come to the left thigh if you choose, but just not leaning into it. So lift through that side body, breathe, find your breath. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths. On the inhale, we're going to rise up, nice and strong, nice strong warrior that you are. Flip both palms, and on the inhale, we'll rise through that front knee. Let the arms come up, up, up. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you rise, rise, rise. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. We're really creating this flow of breath so that no movement comes without breath, and really uplifting yourself as you rise the arms up on the inhale. Maybe take 2 or 3 more on your own pace, connecting your breath to your movement, always. Woo, very nice. Coming back down to warrior 2, we'll flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to your mat. Take your flow on your own time, your own pace, your own intention. Good, maybe find your way to downward dog. Good. We're gently gonna drop our knees and let those knees come down. Let the knees come nice and wide. We're gonna come into child's pose. I'm just gonna flip around. But let your child's pose be whatever feels good for you. Let the big toes touch on the back of your mat. And then allow yourself to take a moment to reconnect. Good. So if having your arms out in front of you for child's pose is uncomfortable, see if you can bring them a little wider. So maybe coming out to the sides of your mat on the diagonal or at a T. Or you can bring the arms down beside you, kind of giving yourself a hug. Find what works for you and breathe here. No more or no less, whatever works. Good, we're gonna start to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, coming on top of our knees. Once you come up, we're gonna roll our shoulders forward. Exhale, draw them down the back. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale, draw them down the back. And once more, nice big shoulder roll as we keep the heart open. Good. Now with the smoothest transition, I'm gonna let you find your own way to a forward fold. So take your time in getting there. There's no right or wrong way. Just finding what works for you to get into your forward fold. I'm just going to face you. Let your feet come about shoulder width apart. Bend through the knees. We're going to take peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes for yogi toe lock. Let the elbows go to the sides of the room. Allow your head and neck to drape, maybe shaking yes and no. Releasing. Beautiful. Nice and gentle. On the inhale, we'll send the gaze and the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Good, we're gonna let those hands come out of the feet. And then we're gently going to sit back in our very first chair pose here. So take your time, feet can be wider apart or you can bring them together. If your feet are apart, you want to spread the toes, really lock in that foot energy, but then bring the knees behind the toes. Make sure the knees are parallel. Sometimes they like to come in or come out. A little bit of dance for you. But you want to keep them completely parallel. And then take your seat. Imaginary seat. Good. Engage your core. Let the heart open. Spin the pinkies inward. Breathe. Nice deep breath. On the inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. You can bend the knees here in your forward fold. On the inhale, we're gonna sit back into our chair pose once more. So coming into chair pose, we're gonna bring our hands to heart center. We're gonna take a twist over to the right side. Maybe just looking over to the right, and then coming back through the center. Maybe just looking over to the left, and then coming back to the center. Maybe taking 1 or 2 more on each side. Make sure the knees stay parallel. Make sure you actually are sitting in your seat. So find what works for you here. Nice deep breaths as you twist. Good. And then we're gonna stand up nice and tall, let the arms come up to the sky, let the gaze come up. Forward fold, let it all go. Good. We're gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time up to standing, so rolling yourself up. No need to sit in your chair. We're just rolling up to standing. Let the arms rise up, up, up to the sky, and then coming into heart center. Beautiful. We're gonna move on into our balancing series. So if you need to grab a wall or a chair or something that's a little more stable to kind of give you guidance through your balance, feel free to do that. But I think you can find balance within yourself as well. So find that, all right? We're gonna put all of our weight into our left foot. We're gonna bring our right foot either at a kickstand to the ankle, or you can bring it up. Your choice, just not on the knee, whatever works for you. It only feels right to take a tree pose because a lot of these leaves are starting to fall off the trees. It's a great way to show that we're transitioning as well. So we're rooting down through our foot, rooting down through our balance, and then let your arms take an expression of choice. Find your breath. Many times we hold our breaths in a balance when actually creating the breath is going to help you find more balance. You can take that on and off of your mat. Yeah. Nice deep breath. We're going to step down, sway it out, let it go. Nice. Getting ready for the other side. We'll put all of our weight into the right leg. There we go. So really picking up those toes, placing them down nice and stable. And then taking that left foot either to the inside of the ankle, the calf, or the thigh, just not on the knee. Just find what works for you here. Let your arms take a different expression of choice, whatever feels best for you. And then see where you can let your breath really help you find the balance. So maybe you're leaning into one side. Can you maybe send your breath to that place to support your balance? Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Take an inhale, exhale, step down. Sway it out, let it go. Very nice. On the inhale, we're going to send our arms up to the sky, reach up, rise up, look up. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to start to bring ourselves down to our mat, bending our knees. Good, coming down to tabletop position. And gently, we'll take a lizard lunge. If that feels good for you, we'll send our right foot to the outside of our right hand. So you want to keep this back knee down, toes untucked. If that feels good for you, if it feels better for you to rise that knee, you're more than welcome to do that. But you want to keep this front knee in line with the ankle. You can kind of rock on the outside blade of the foot. And then let your arms come out if it feels good for you. Nice and supported pose. Nice and long through the back of the neck, breathing. Find your breath. Nice deep breaths here. Good. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths. So see where you can really create intention in your breath. Let it go. Breathing nice and deeply. We'll gently start to find our way out of this. So maybe shifting back through the hips, flex through that front foot. If that feels good for you, maybe rolling that ankle around a little bit, or just teetering the ankle side to side. Good. We're going to transition back into tabletop. Take a nice deep breath, let it go. And then we're going to start to shift to the other side. So left leg, this time steps to the outside of the left hand. Coming into your lizard lunge. There we go. And then option to keep this back knee down, or you can rise it above, your choice, really what works for you. And then finding what feels good. So maybe pushing a little bit to the outside of this heel, the blade of the foot. Maybe finding a nice deep opening in the hips here, or maybe just choosing to find your breath. No need to force or strain anything. Good. Finding that breath. Nice deep breaths. We'll take about 3 or 4 more wherever you are. And just giving yourself gratitude again for showing up, for being here, for all of the support that you give and get in this leg. Good. Starting to make your way back up. Flexing through that front foot. If that feels good, flexing through the front leg, maybe you take a few ankle circles or just rock side to side on that heel, kind of releasing any tension behind the knee. Good, we'll come back to tabletop, take a nice deep breath, and we'll gently start to lower ourselves down onto our bellies. So option to come from tabletop, or you can come from a plank. And on the exhale, coming all the way down to your mat. Good. Very nice. We'll bring our hands down to where our hips are, and then turn your palms to face the earth. Either your chin or your forehead comes to your mat. We'll take locust 2 times. Any options to add any variations? Your choice. On the inhale, rise the heart off of your mat. Maybe the fingertips come off, maybe the toes come off. Maybe the knees come off. Nice and long through the back of the neck. Breathe. Finding your breath. Most important part. Everything else is just sweetener. Take a nice big breath. Exhale, coming back down. Turn your cheek for a rest. We'll take locust one more time. Option to take any variations. Maybe you grab to the outsides of the ankles, your choice. Maybe you clasp at the lower back. Maybe none of that feels good for you, and you just stay where you are or you rest. Your choice. Either way, finding your place, finding your space to breathe. Wherever that is for you, go ahead and take it. And just finding peace in that pose, no more, no less. Great. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to make your way back down, nice and slow. Turn your cheek for a rest. Very nice. We're going to windshield wiper the legs behind us, so bend through the knees, and then just swaying the legs side to side, swaying those feet, releasing through the lower back. Good. Now we'll gently start to make our way onto our backs with the most gentle energy that you have within yourself. So moving as though you're moving through honey, nice sweet transitions, right? Really thinking of how can we make our transitions as easy as possible for ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally. Take that on and off of your mat. Letting transitions be as smooth as we can make them. We'll start to make our way out to our back. We'll take bridge pose just 2 times. Option to rest always. If you do take bridge pose, bring the hands into the earth. Let the knees go up to the sky. Keep them parallel, so making sure the knees aren't dipping in or dipping out. And on the inhale, rise your pelvis off of your mat. Maybe it's just a little bit. No need to go any more than what you desire. Breathe. Finding your breath. Nice deep breaths. Really creating this openness through the heart. All of this good energy coming down into the heart and the mind. Better than a cup of coffee here in the morning. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to lower down, down, down to the earth. We're going to take that one more time. Your choice is to either just stay where you are, or option to take a variation. So maybe clasping the hands at the lower back, maybe going to the balls of the feet, your choice. On the inhale, rising up through the pelvis, finding your breath. Taking yourself wherever you want to go. Just listening to your body, where it wants to go, where it doesn't want to go. And finding the comfort in between. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to make your way back down nice and slowly, slowly, slowly. We're going to squeeze our knees into the chest. We started our practice off with a lot of twisting to kind of release things and to kind of create clarity. So we'll end our practice with a bit of twisting here as well. So just before we get into our final resting pose, taking a moment to twist, we'll keep our right knee into our chest and our left heel down to the bottom of our mat. If it feels good for you, we'll take that right knee and bring it across the left side. So bringing the right knee across the center line to the left side for your twist. Good. Nice deep breaths here. And then maybe you relax the right shoulder just a little bit. So really creating that twist that's going to serve your body, finding where you're letting go, making sure you're not holding on to anything. If you are holding on to anything, can you let your breath release it? On the inhale, we'll start to make our way back through. Bringing the knees in toward the chest, maybe rocking side to side for a moment. And then we'll keep our left knee into our chest, send our right heel down to the bottom. Option to send that left knee across your center line to the right side for your opposite twist. If this feels good for you, just stay here. If you want more of a twist, release that left shoulder, creating that nice cross-lateral stretch. Breathe. Maybe your gaze looks over that shoulder. Finding your breath nice and deeply. Letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. Finding that nice deep breath. Can you let go even more? Very nice. And when you're ready, starting to make your way onto your back. Unraveling, squeezing the knees into the chest. Taking any last bits of movement that feel good for you. So maybe stretching behind the legs, maybe bringing the hips a little wider, maybe just rocking and rolling on your mat, whatever feels best. Just taking any last bits of movement before you move into your final resting pose. Chest, bring the chin into the chest, bring yourself into a nice little seed of energy that you are. Give yourself a nice warm embrace, a nice big hug. Nice deep breath, hold it here. And then exhale, start to make your way to your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Let the legs come down to the bottom of your mat. Let the arms come out by your side. Allow yourself to lie nice and flat on your mat. We take our final resting pose in Shavasana so that we can reap the benefits of our practice, so that we can truly enjoy all of the body work and mind work that we just did. And just allowing yourself to rest there. If there's anything else you're holding on to as you lie nice and flat on the earth, if there's anything else that you're holding on to, take a nice deep breath. Exhale, let it all go away from you, mind, body, and spirit, releasing everything. And relax. Relax. Stretch overhead, coming back into your body. Gently coming on to your favorite side. Give yourself a hug, give yourself gratitude. Gratitude Gratitude for showing up, gratitude for honoring your practice, for honoring your wellness, and for sharing your energy with all of us. Gently starting to make your way to a seated position. Take your time as we begin to close out our practice together. Take a nice big inhale, let the arms come up, up, up to the sky. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale, creating this nice positive energy, nice good aura around yourself. Coming back into heart center. Nice big inhale. We'll seal our practice with an Om. Inhale for Om. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here, for taking the time to practice with me this morning. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for all of your participation and donations for Trauma Survivors Foundation. We were so happy to have Dennis come into our practice at the beginning, and we hope to continue to spread this. Like I said, this is recorded, so I will continue to spread this with the rest of the participants and anyone else who can use it. All of our donations will be going to Trauma Survivors Foundation, so thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I hope to see you again sometime during the week, perhaps on your mat. Feel free to check out twoheartsdancingyoga.com/classes to tune into any of those. Thank you. See you. Appreciate it. Bye. Thank you. Bye.